A certain technology must be followed for the production of fuel briquettes containing coal dust. Here are the basic steps. Preparation of raw materials. Coal dust, the main component. The size of the particles can affect the quality of the briquettes. Large particles can impair the adhesion of briquettes, so it is advisable to use dust or finely dispersed fractions. Binders. Depending on the type of briquette, different binders can be used, such as starch, flour, PVA glue, or other organic or inorganic binders. The proportion is usually 5 to 10% of the mass of coal dust. Mixing. Mix coal dust with binder and water. Water is needed for better mixing and formation of briquettes. The water content is usually about 30 to 40% of the total mass of the mixture. It is important to thoroughly mix the components so that the binder is evenly distributed throughout the mass. Pressing. The mixture is placed in a press, where a briquette is formed under high pressure. Pressing helps to achieve the required density and shape of the briquette. Presses can be mechanical or hydraulic, which allows you to achieve different levels of pressure. Drying. Pressed briquettes must be dried to remove excess moisture. Drying can be done naturally, sun, wind, or in special drying chambers. The residual moisture content of the briquettes should be at the level of 5 to 10%. Storage. After drying, the briquettes are ready for use. It is important to store them in a dry place to avoid absorbing moisture from the air. Additional tips. You can add a pinch of sand or clay to the mixture to improve binding properties. The density and quality of briquettes can be adjusted by changing the proportions of binder and water. This technology is generic and may require some modifications or adjustments depending on your equipment and available materials. Here are step-by-step instructions for making fuel briquettes from coal dust. Step 1. Preparation of materials. Collect coal dust. Make sure that the dust is dry and has a fine fraction. Prepare the binder. The most common option is starch or flour, but you can also use PVA glue or other organic binders. Prepare the water. Water is needed to mix the components and form the briquettes. Step 2. Measuring the proportions. Coal dust, the main component, about 80 to 90% of the total mass of the mixture. Binder. The selected binder is 5 to 10% of the mass of coal dust. Water, added in an amount that ensures the homogeneity of the mixture, usually 30 to 40% of the total weight of the mixture. Step 3. Mixing. Mix the binder with water to facilitate the mixing process. If you use starch, you can first dilute it in warm water. Add the powdered coal. Introduce the powdered coal into the liquid mixture, gradually stirring until smooth. The mixture should be plastic, but not too liquid. Step 4. Pressing. Prepare the press. Use a mechanical or hydraulic press that allows you to form briquettes under high pressure. Forming briquettes. Place the prepared mixture in the press mold and press tightly. The pressure must be sufficient to form strong briquettes, but not so high as to damage their structure. Removing the briquettes. After pressing, carefully remove the formed briquettes from the mold. Step 5. Drying. Spread the briquettes out to dry. Spread the briquettes in a single layer on drying racks or another surface that allows air circulation. Dry naturally. Briquettes can be left in the fresh air for several days until they become dry to the touch. Alternative drying. If possible, use special drying chambers to speed up the drying process. Step 6. Storage. Store in a dry place. Dried briquettes should be stored in a place protected from moisture to avoid their decomposition. Pack the briquettes. If necessary, pack the briquettes in bags or boxes for easy transport and storage. Additional tips. Choice of binder. Starch or flour are readily available and ensure reliable bonding of the particles. Testing. Make a small batch of briquettes to test the quality and duration of burning to adjust the composition of the mixture if necessary. This process makes it possible to make fuel briquettes from coal dust for use in solid fuel boilers, stoves, and fireplaces.
Hi guys, my name is Volodymyr and this is my channel. Thanks for watching. To subscribe to my channel. I will be grateful for the donation.